So Rumi has this speech about the nafs. Again, he's talking about the lower nafs. And he's commenting on this idea of the greater jihad, the greater struggle, the greater battle that wages inside of each one of us. He says, this nafs is hell. It is hell. And hell is a dragon, the fire of which is not diminished by oceans of water. Oceans won't put out this fire of the nafs. It would drink up the 7 seas, and still the blazing of that consumer of all creatures would not be diminished. La ilaha illallah. Stones and stony-hearted deniers enter it, miserable and shamefaced. Still it is not appeased by all this food. No matter how many, right? No matter how much you feed the nafs, it's not appeased. It says, I want more, right? I want more. It is not appeased by all this food until there comes to it from God this call, until God calls out to the fire of the nafs, are you filled? Are you filled? It says, right, the nafs says, the fire of this dragon fire of the nafs says, not yet. Lo, here is the fire, here is the glow, here is the burning. Right, this powerful image that our ego is hell, and it's this fire-breathing dragon. No matter what you feed it, no matter what you get, no matter how much wealth, no matter how much praise, no matter how many people you're dominating at the top of the hierarchy, it says more, give me more, right? He says, it made a mouthful of and swallowed the whole world. This nafs would just, with one bite, take up the whole world. Its belly crying aloud, is there any more? La ilaha illallah. Then he says, Allah from the placeless sets his foot on it, then subdues it at the command, kun fayakun. Be, and it is. Inasmuch as this self of ours is part of hell, and all parts have the nature of the whole, to God belongs the foot, yani the power, to kill it. Indeed, who but God should draw his bow to vanquish it? Right? So this fire-breathing dragon that you're struggling with, you're trying to conquer your own nafs, never you will. You will never be able to overcome it. You need to invite the divine into your being, and Allah will draw the bow and vanquish the dragon. He says only the straight arrow is put on the bow. But this bow of the lower self has its arrows bent back and crooked. You can't put your crooked self on the bow to slay the dragon. Be straight like an arrow and escape from the bow, for without a doubt, every straight arrow will fly to its mark. Right, so if we straighten ourselves, we become upright, we become like an arrow that Allah can shoot. Then he says, when I turn back from the outer jihad, I set my face towards the inner jihad. We have returned from the lesser jihad. We are engaged along with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi in the greater jihad. Then he says, deem of small account the lion who breaks the ranks of his enemy. The true lion is he that conquers himself. Allahu Akbar. So this is how he ends this beautiful, beautiful fourth discourse.